Welcome back. Well, there's nowhere to hide when Finey and I have football injustice in our sights. We're never short of a clip for someone or something, and while other footy shows ham up their controversy, we don't need to stack anything on. Come down to Channel 31 at the end of the show. We'll be going 10 rounds with anyone who even looks at us the wrong way, let alone us as for the time. But first, deal with this. It's time for the Footyology Rant-Off. I did it in slow-mo. Do you like that?
I'm very close to doing a rant about your intro.
Oh, really?
Very close.
Well, the more you egg me on, the more I just feel compelled to talk like this.
You do understand that slow-mos are actually normal speed slowed down?
Are they?
Yeah, it's not people just sort of running into the wind like that.
I thought it used to be back in the early days of TV.
Yeah, there was no slow-mo. In fact, they were able to convince footballers. Do you remember the old slow-mo coverage of the three
VFA.
games? The three games that weren't covered by the big replay. Forward pocket at South Melbourne.
Yeah.
I've got a great story about that. You got 1 sec?
Yeah, quickly.
They used to send a cameraman down, obviously from Channel 7.
Yep.
So I was on the half-forward flank, and one day me and the mates decided we're going to find this guy and make it impossible for him to film that piece of footage. So we waited and we found him. Came into the forward pocket and we just kept standing in front of him and jumping around, and we tuned in the next day, thought there's no way he'd have any footage. I swear it was stock footage of another game. It was just Stevie Hoffman really close up snapping the ball.
Well, they used to have the same crowd noise dubbed over it too. And you knew when it was all coming. All right, let's get on with it. We have talked a world record amount of drivel today, so let's continue it.
Why do you always call it drivel? I think it's the best part of the show.
I want it to be sharp and polished like Footy Classified, which reminds me, when are you going to apologise, Mark Fine, for something?
Never.
Okay, I'm going to count you in. Do your rant. 3, 2, 1, rant.
Look, I understand that I might have got here a little late today, not for the filming, but certainly for everything else, the pre-game. It's lucky I'm here at all, because I was at Etihad Stadium on Sunday. Alcatraz has got nothing on Etihad. Getting in and out of that joint is nigh on impossible. I decided to go into the bowels of Etihad Stadium. Well, bowels they are indeed. $30 to get in. I would have paid $100 just to get out. In fact, you get in there, you pay $30 to park underneath a football ground, and the first thing you're assaulted with is a sales pitch. Would you like your car washed for $50? Would you like not to get run over for $50? Anyhow, I'm going through the car park, looking in the rear-view mirror for police. I finally found a spot. It's impossible to work out where you are. Gate 4 equals entry gate 9, level 3, gate 2, come in this way, go out that way. I couldn't find my car. Well, I couldn't even find how to get into the ground. You could hear it all happening above you. There was something going on there, but it wasn't for me because I was stuck in the bloody car park. I finally got in the lift. I was on B3. I then go past 2 bananas in pyjamas, B2 and B1, and finally get to G. Well, G, it's not easy to get out there, it's not easy to get in, and as far as Etihad Stadium is concerned, I won't be back underneath you in any time soon. $30 for that? No way!
Pretty good. I reckon a few people have said I won't be back underneath you, Finey.
Underneath me?
Yeah.
I was the one saying
No,
hang
no.
on. I get it.
Yeah, no, working blue today. All right, count me in quick.
3, 2, 1.
I'm pissed off about Fremantle, Finey. The Dockers have had the most spectacular collapse of any top 4 side in history, and somehow Ross Lyon's convinced the football world it's all part of some big master plan. This is a team that was a few goals away from a grand final last year. Now they couldn't beat Patchawalloch thirds, and no one's even batting an eyelid. And the reason they're not batting an eyelid is because everyone's eyelids are closed. Yeah, they've fallen asleep watching the most boring act in sport since the live streaming of the 1972 World Chess Championships in Reykjavik, Iceland. Oh, sure, people are suggesting Freo are tanking, but if they're deliberately losing games, is there any danger they could make it interesting? Seriously, Freo were painful enough to watch when they were good. Now they're crap, and they're still a yawn. If your team's going to get thumped every week, at least let them do it in style. Throw some positional changes. Hayden Ballantyne into the ruck. I want to see Matthew Pavlich tagging St Kilda's Jack Stephen this week. Getting that Fife back out there, so he's on one leg. But what about the shock value of having him pretend to be a goalpost? Send Zach Dawson into the opposition coach's box and let him throw his knees and elbows around in there. He might pick up a bit of opposition intel, and he won't be any further away from getting a touch than he usually is, Come on, Ross. Fremantle this year are a disaster movie. The least you could do is skip the crappy subplot and just give us a few decent bloody explosions.
Fisher Spassky.
Yeah. It actually, chess is always boring though. Okay, I've been told to wrap up quickly.
We've got to vote.
Hurry.
Okay, this week's voting is pretty simple. Just pick up the phone, and when the person at the other end picks up, say Ro-Co or Finey. Dial Ro-Co Finey, we voted.